doing devotional service. Those who want to do devotional service, they attain Dasya, and when there is more intimacy, then Sakya and so on. But Shanta Bhakta is more interested in meditating on the form of the Lord internally. So their service is not physical, but it is only by smaran, remembrance. So they sit down, they meditate. Even when they live in Vaikuntha, they are not very keen to see the Lord. Although they are living on the same planet, they have Salokya Mukti. But their interest is that they just sit and they meditate. So this is the meaning Linga Bhanga, because they have given up their subtle body, that is their interest, and they are not interested in any specific service to the Lord.
So how they can go there then?
Because they meditate on the Lord. Salokya Mukti. They want Salokya Mukti. And Vedadinam Tatparyamiti Shesa. And when he says, explain to me about the Vedas, his meaning is, what is the real purpose of this literature? So Vasudeva Paraveda, Vasudeva Paramaka, Vasudeva Parogyanam, Vasudeva Paramtapa. So the purpose of the Vedas is in Vasudeva, Krishna. As Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, Vedascha Sarvair Ahameva Vedya. So the essence of the Vedas is only Krishna. Tragunya Vishya Veda Nistragunya Bhavani. There is also a lot of other material in the Vedas which is related with the three gunas. But the essence is about devotion. So as in Bhagavatam it was said that Nigamakalpataror Galitam Phalam, that the Vedas, they are like the creeper. Nigam is another word for Veda, Nigamakalpataror, like a wish-fulfilling tree, and the fruit of that is Bhagavatam, which is talking about bhakti. So that is the essence of the Vedas, and also the essence of other Upavedas like Ayurveda. So purpose of Ayurveda is not just to become healthy and then enjoy material life. Ayurveda is also interested in making us devotee. But to be devotee we need good health. If we are sick we cannot perform service. So therefore Ayurveda exists for that. Dharma, Arth, Kam, Mokshanam, Arogyam, Mulam, Uttam. Without good health you cannot achieve anything in life. So therefore Ayurveda or Jyotish Veda or any of these Vedas, Gandharva Veda, music is also for the pleasure of Lord. So they are all meant for devotion.
Which way Jyotish Vedas incorporate?
Because by knowing Jyotish you know the timings. If you have to perform Ekadasi Vrat or you have to observe Krishna Janmashtami, then how you will know without the knowledge of Jyotish? Every day looks same otherwise. Every day we see the sun is coming, and so how do I know that it is Ekadasi today? It's not written anywhere in the sky. It's only by the calculation. So it is necessary for bhakti. So tatra tacha bhaktireva iti bhakta. So all this is of course directly related with bhakti. Puranas, they are all talking about bhakti. Then he says Samplavaha Sarva Bhutanam Vikramaha Pratisankramaha Ishtapurtasya Kamyanam Trivargasya Chayo Vidhi. Says, please explain to me about the manifestations of various lives, their existence and their destruction, and also about the activities called Ishta and Purta. These are Vedic activities. Ishta means some Vedic sacrifices like Agnihotra, and Purta is activities of welfare like planting trees or making ponds for people to take bath or digging wells. So these are called Purta. And Kamya Karma, explain to me the various materialistic activities which people perform to fulfill their desires, related with three varga, dharma, artha, kama. How to satisfy dharma, artha and kama. So he says in the commentary, Samyak plavaha sansara sindho tarana sadhanam kim. So he gives another meaning. Plava means boat. So samplava means how to cross over the ocean of this material world. What is the way that I can go beyond this material ocean called samsara? And vikramas tatra shauryam kim, and what is the valor or heroic activity we have to do to cross this material world? And prati sankramas tatra nashaka, and who are the people who get lost in this material world? So this is three meanings. Iti bhakter anukula vastu jigyasaya. So this is question which is related directly to devotion, because it means what is favorable to my bhakti. Because bhakti is the boat to go. So what are those activities which are favorable to bhakti? And pratisankrama, getting lost, means which are against bhakti. He gives another meaning. Yadva samplava vikrama pratisankrama srishti sthiti samhara. Or it means creation, maintenance and destruction. How it happens. And ishtam vedikam karma. Ishtam are the Vedic duties prescribed in the Vedas, and Purta is the smarta, the duties prescribed in the Smriti Shastra, such as Vapi, Kupa, Tadagadi, Deva Ayatanani cha Anna Pradhanam Aramha Purtam Itya Vidhiyate. So the following activities are called Purta, that is digging a well for people to draw water, because in the olden time there was no tap water. So you have to get water from the well. And tadag means pond, swimming pool, so that you can go and swim. And also the animals can go and drink water. So previously in India, every village had well and a pond. Every village. So in the well you draw water for drinking, and you go to the pond, you take bath, and the animals also go and drink water. So that's why here even in Braj area you see there are always kundas. There is Brahma Kunda and Kusum Sarovar and Radha Kund and this kund and that kund. Everywhere, every village you will find. Of course, these are all related with Krishna's pastimes here, so they are very auspicious. But even otherwise, you go outside into the village area, every village will have. Because water is very essential for life, and there was no other means of water but the rainwater. So it has to be stored. Now there is a big problem of the water. So now again they are realizing the importance of ponds. This water harvesting is very important. Otherwise people are just digging everywhere water and it is not getting surcharged. So now they are understanding that how it was wonderful that villages had ponds. Because now many villages they have filled up these ponds, they built houses on them. So now they are again beginning to dig it. So that is called Purta. It basically means a welfare activity, social activity for social welfare. And then similarly to build temple, Devata Ayatanani, so that people can go and do worship. After you have drank water and you have taken bath, then you go to temple. So there is temple. Then also distributing food and arama, making some nice garden, so that after eating you can also go and relax. In Sanskrit there are different words for garden, and one of the word which is used here is called arama. Arama means, literally it means also to relax. So you work hard, you have tension, then you go to a nice bagicha, nice garden, sit down, you immediately feel relaxed. You know, the trees and the greenery has this characteristic to relax your mind. It brings some atmosphere of sattva. So city is rajas, full of rajas, activity, running here, there. So you get out of that, go to a nice garden, beautiful trees, some fountain, sit down, immediately your blood pressure goes down.
But trees are in ignorance.
Hmm?
Trees are in ignorance.
Trees are in ignorance, but they create sattva if you want. They create sattva because they don't give you any facility to agitate your mind. Of course, if you want to be agitated, then that is fine. Because they are not disturbing you. So in that sense, that's why people go to forest and they look for some peaceful life. Or they take sannyas, then they make a kuti in the forest area because it is peaceful. Some people go to Manali.
Some people try to grow some trees and bring that.
During those times too, you didn't need soap.
Hmm?
During those times, you didn't need soap either.
Soap.
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 You could just do a bathe.
To wash.
Just take some mud and it the best soap.
Mud.
Rub it. Take a bath. Natural soap. You wash the pots also. You take some mud, rub the pot with that. All the grease, everything. It cleans better than this soap. You can actually try it. Put some oil on your hand and then one hand you wash with soap and then another hand you take some mud from garden, clay, and wash with that, and you will see that this hand will be less oily afterwards. This one will still have. And do this experiment.
Seems that this
There
is
used to be one special type of mud. Now they are again using it for mud pack. You put it on face. You see these mud packs? That is
Multani medicine?
Multani.
Something like that?
Yes. So that is also mitti. It's just mud. And they put it on their face and they wash it. And this multani is also very good for washing your hair, like a shampoo. So now the shampoo is there, but in the olden days they were using this. My mother was always using this multani mud. She used to soak it and then wash it, cleans.
It didn't lather,
No.
but it was cleansing.
Yeah,
Natural.
this lathering is for your eyes.
There is also a herb called soap herb.
Yeah, there was also this Rita.
There is a herb.
There was also one herb that also cleans.
Oh.
It's Rita herb.
Is it also antibacterial? Because sometimes the soap are antibacterial. The mud is also.
Mud is antibacterial. And of course cow dung is also antibacterial. That's why we used to mix mud and cow dung together every morning, put in the house. So all these insects which you see now and you have to spray. So in those days there was no need of that. And every day you were actually spraying this. So it makes it clean and healthy. And then they were doing sacrifice. So that was purifying. So it was environment cleansing every day and natural. Now to clean it you have to make some more. If you want to clean, you have to make shampoo, then it is involve chemicals. So somewhere there is a chemical waste which is thrown somewhere. But these things are all natural. So there is no waste product which you have to dispose of and it will cause any problem. Everything was natural. But now it will not work. If you bring the mud to do all these things, then it's going to block your pipe. Because the mud will just sit there, काम्यानाम काम्य कर्मणाम त्रिवर्गस्य धर्मार्थ कामस्य विधिर अविरोध प्रकार इति कर्मश्राम. So why the question is being asked here about kamya karma or fruitive activity? Because that is nothing related with the pure devotion. So he says that you can also perform kamya karma which are not against bhakti. So you can perform sacrifices. You can also do sacrifices to please Krishna and ask from it, like Dhruv Maharaj was doing. So that is sakam bhakti, or bhakti performed with a natural motive. So similarly one can also perform kamya karma mixed with bhakti to fulfill one's material desires. So that also, he says, please explain to me.
And what about that bhakti that is performed, that mixed bhakti or sakamya karma performed to Lord Shiva or Lakshmi Devi to ask for
That is not bhakti. That is only sakam, without bhakti. Because bhakti is only to Krishna. Unless one is doing it, bhakti to them, knowing them to be as devotees of Krishna. But if one is worshipping them independently, then the word bhakti is maybe used, but that is in the secondary meaning. The primary meaning of bhakti is devotion to Krishna or his various manifestations. So So one can do bhakti to Shiva knowing him to be as a devotee, because we know that worshipping Vaishnava is also limb of bhakti. But to worship Vishnu and Shiva independently, that does not, that will go against bhakti. Because bhakti does not like second. Bhakti is very strict. It's very intolerant of anything else. Unless other process becomes subservient to bhakti. But if something is independent of bhakti, then bhakti is not interested, then it becomes against bhakti. So that's what it means. Because Yudhishthira Maharaj also performed sacrifice, and this Rajasuya sacrifice. So now that is part of karma, varnashram dharma. But because he did it to worship Krishna, he said that I want to worship you with your vibhutis, because in sacrifice you bring the water from the Ganges, you bring cow milk, and Krishna says these are all my vibhutis. Says among the rivers I am Ganga, among the mountains I am Himalaya. So you bring also objects from all these vibhutis of Krishna and worship him. So then it becomes part of devotion. So we'll stop here if there is any question.
Just a side question about this tamaguna that Parvati was saying. Tamaguna is usually referred as negative, like we say, tamas is positive, but from philosophical point of view, tamas is not always negative. Like something which is very peaceful.
Well, tama is also necessary, because if there is no tamas, you cannot sleep.
Exactly.
And if you cannot sleep, you cannot be awake. So everything has its utility. If there is no tamas, then you will always be in rajas. You will not even sit down.
She said that the trees are in tamas.
Because
They
they are
not
ignorant.
only in tamas. No?
They are ignorant. And it is considered as lower birth. So they are tamas. But they are Saint Thomas. They look like saintly. Saint Thomas was there.
Saint Thomas.
Yeah.
Saint Thomas. Saint Thomas.
So they are the saint and they are Thomas.
One question. If I love Jesus Christ love Krishna. And Krishna asked, I love not my service, but service my service. That's Amitas. In this situation, if I love Jesus Christ, my love is more important for Krishna than my love to Krishna. I'd like to explain this situation.
Yeah, if you do that,
It's possible, or not possible, but
bhakti is possible, but then you have to really love, not say.
not really
Because people only talk about love, they don't love.
only
It's only called lip service.
No, yeah, devotees in Jesus Christ, some people go to the preaching Catholics, to other country, to Africa. They help where people died from many infections. For love, Jesus Christ, they difficult life.
Yeah, but the point is that do they remember Jesus Christ, or they are doing service only? So yesterday I gave the example of Bharat Maharaj, and he was doing service to this cub, deer, and that is not bhakti. Bhakti is different, social service is different.
It's like milk.
Mother Teresa, the book was written about her biography, and she made one statement that although I am doing so much service, but I don't feel any God inside me. She was always feeling emptiness, and she was not happy.
Sattva guna, not pure devotion.
Sattva is not devotion at all, not pure, not even mixed.
See,
Devotion is different from all of us.
I think it states in the Bible in several places that Jesus always said, I'm here doing my Father's business. I'm about my Father's business, who I interpret as Krishna. And he always refers to himself as like the Son, doing his Father's, serving his Father, God.